Hey, good Saturday every morning. Saturday every morning? What kind of words was that? Good Saturday morning, everyone. Well, I got myself all twisted up there already. Good start. Hey, Google, good morning. Okay, Google, good morning. I'm talking.
Hi, Lucky Dog. It is 7:59 a.m. Currently in DeLand it's 74 and mostly sunny. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 89 and a low of 72. Have a great day.
You know, you could do the same forecasts in Florida from probably middle of June until the middle of August. There'll be scattered showers in the forecast. Because we get that. We had thunder and lightning yesterday. Little rain. I don't think it was a ton. We had a little rain yesterday. Yeah, yesterday afternoon. It goes. So, good morning, Ron. How you doing? It's sunny right now. We was going to go out to the flying field, but my friend Todd said he had to work, and I had a little sewing job I did for him, and I was going to drop his. He has these rain pants on his motorcycle. I put a little patch so he don't burn his pipes. Sewed a patch on him, so I was going to take that out, but he had to work. He'll probably go out tomorrow, so we'll just go out tomorrow instead. I know Ron was going to go out. Did you get a chance to go out and do any flying yesterday? How'd that go? On. In the meantime, hey Google, tell us a joke. She's not awake this morning. Okay, Google, tell us a joke.
Did you hear about the frog that was raised by bunnies? All I can say is, rabbit.
Was raised by bunnies, rabbit, all night. Did you get it?
Get it.
I didn't get it. I don't know if anybody else got it. That was bad. Google. Hey Google, tell us a good joke.
Why did the singer climb a ladder during her performance? To reach the high notes.
Yeah, so she got up there, she could reach the high notes. Oh, anyways, hey, so, have you guys, you remember, Ron says, finally got to fly my new plane and loved it. Cool. That's the Cessna 182, so that's probably a good flying airplane. That's great. I'm glad you'll be able to get that in the air. I haven't flown for almost a month. You know, it's like, I haven't even got my tiny whoop out. Just been playing with other things, you know. We been playing with some aquariums here, and yesterday we got one estimate started on having our tree taken down, so we're supposed to get a couple more, and decided which one we want to have it done so we can have our house safe. We got the limbs. I did a short little video yesterday and posted it on our tree, and just try to get it so that hurricane comes by again, I'm not worried about tree coming in on the house, and get these trees in the front taken out. We'll be pretty good shape then. So we've been kind of working on that. Just started getting a couple estimates, see how they go. One of them's going to do it, so we'll just have to figure out which one. You know. Hey, did you remember as a kid? Do you ever remember playing with Lincoln logs, making little forts and stuff? Yeah, we had a little. I do remember. I don't remember having much of the little figures like that. I might have had some.
I just remember the logs.
I remember the logs more. I wasn't into the little figures like G.I. Joes and stuff. I always thought it was like playing with a doll baby, you know. So I never really got into that, you know. But you know, we'd make little cabins stuff with the Lincoln logs and Tinker Toys. That's the ones with the sticks.
Tinker Toys?
Yeah, Tinker Toys. The ones that had the little round things and the pegs and the sticks that you would stick into it, and you could make all kinds of little things out of it.
That doesn't look, that you put up with the red that doesn't look like Lincoln logs.
Well, it sure does. I mean, you can see the little logs in that there. That was probably a kit there, but that's the same as like a Lincoln log. Yeah. You know, there's all kinds of. I don't think kids play with that stuff anymore. You know, I don't think that's a thing that it was. You know. I said we had to set out a storm when we were out there before we could fly. Yeah, and that's the way, you know, I'm sure South Carolina is probably a lot like Florida. You know, you'll get these passing storms. They don't last very long. speaking of South Carolina, yesterday I was mentioned in temperatures, and Howie Roll, who's one of my favorite channels, he mentioned to me, he says, who's in Laura, South Carolina? He said, I owned a bar in Conway, and my sister lives in Loris off Highway 9. He said he wished he had a modified drone car so he could just buzz over there, you know, go wherever he wants to stop for a little bit. So I'm sure Ron knows where Highway 9 is. And I remember when Howie was over around Myrtle Beach and he was in the Conway area. He was down by the river and did a video from that. So yeah, he mentioned that, and I said, yeah, my brother Ron, he lives in Loris, just kind of between Loris and Conway. So that was kind of interesting. He mentioned that he has ties to your area. He actually owned a bar there at one time. How he does, I believe he does a lot of bartending. I don't know if he does that on the road. He might pick up side jobs and do that.
Or painting and stuff.
He did painting there, Dave. He did. He's got a. Ron says, sure do. He knows where it's at. He has he just started a little business doing graphics and signs and that. So if you need any signs, graphics stuff, check out Howie. He'll fix you right up. So anyways, hey guys, how many of you guys have a junk drawer? You know, everybody has that one drawer where you just put stuff, you know, and when you're looking for something or other, you go to that junk drawer and you check it out, you know. It's I've got one. I've got several junk drawers. Depends on what category. Some
what
RC plane. Yeah, I got RC plane junk. Got stuff out in the garage. It's in boxes, but it's junk. But we have one here in the house that's got different junk in it. One we got now, there's some incense or something in that. Every time I open the door, it stinks like nothing worse than incense and that junk. See, in the junk drawer on it. And so somewhere in there I got some stuff, and I can't stand opening that drawer at times on it.
Is it on your desk?
No, over here in those little junk drawers. There's some incense or something had been thrown in there on it at one point or the other. But anyways, it stinks. I don't think stuff like that smells good. You know, deodorizers and stuff, it just stinks. You know, nasty crap, you know. Chemical allergies, that's what it'll bother, your chemical allergies. So, yeah. So, yeah, Ron said, yeah, but always have trouble finding stuff. I know you. If you're looking, you know, you say, hey, I've got this thing. I'm working on something, and I've got this thing. And it's like, I know it is, and you start looking for one little item, and you know you've seen it a million times, and you search and search and search. I don't know where in the heck. When you're not looking for it, it pops up. It's like, well, there it is. Oh my gosh, I was looking for that the other day, and there it is. You know, so it's kind of interesting.
It's the last place you look.
Yeah, that's right, because that's where you found it. You don't look anymore. You know how stupid that statement is? It was the last place I looked. Well, hell yes, it's the last place to look, because you don't look anymore after that.
Well, you found it. Let's just keep looking.
Just keep on. We'll look anyways. We'll keep
look
on.
At 3 more spots.
Yeah, let's
sure.
just for the hell of it. Let's just keep on looking. You know, that's yeah, that wasn't. You know, that's a stupid. You know how many stupid statements we say? Don't even think about it. My favorite word, idiot. You know, what is it, idiot? A stupid person. I love that word, idiot. You know, y'all getting to know that on it. Hey, when you go camping, you know, what is camping? Well, camping is usually you get away from the house and you go out somewhere in. It used to be like the woods or whatever, and camp. Back when we were kids, camping was in a little pump tent or something. You go out, get in the nature and that. But sleeping bags,
or a cot maybe.
A cot. But camping isn't what camping used to be. Camping has all these luxuries. It's like this guy here in this. He goes, "Hey, there's nothing like roughing it in the woods to make a man feel alive." Now he's got his big motor home out there. He has a big screen TV, cooler with his beer and his things going. So is that really camping? It is.
People call that glamping now.
It's glamping. That's what glamour camping.
Glamping.
To be honest, I rather have all. I love technology, televisions, computers, and all that. I want to be comfortable when I go camping or glamping, you know. So I want the best of it. Just want to be comfortable. I'd like to have a nice recliner, you know, temperature just right. If you notice, he's got a satellite dish up there on the roof, you know, and of course his awning there, and his own bathroom. You get out there and probably take a shower. That's the way to go, though.
I like it. That could be our van, actually.
Almost.
It looks like a little bit bigger version.
A little bigger than a Class C, let's say, or Class B. But anyways, that's the way camping is nowadays, and I have no problem with that. You know, because the more comfortable, the better. You know, that's what it's all about. So I thought that was kind of funny. You know, going out and roughing it in the world on it there.
We even have a junk drawer in our van.
We do. Ronnie said, that's the way I like it. Yeah, me too. That's the way I like it. You know, I like it to I like to be relaxed, you know. Whatever I do, I want to enjoy it, you know. You know, people do a lot of different things that I don't understand, you know. Like, some people say, I love to walk. And I know they do. But when I walk, my back hurts, my legs hurt, I'm tired. I don't know what there is to love about that. But a lot of people do. Or run, they want to run, you know, and then their ankles hurt and their back hurts, and it's like their knees hurt. I don't get it, you know. They'll play sports, they'll run around, play this football stuff, and knock each other down. Oh, football injury, you know, back. I don't know. I think it's idiots. My word, idiots. I don't get it, you know. I just, if I'm doing something, I want to be enjoying it. When it becomes to the point it's hurting me or making me so tired I didn't enjoy it, then where does the fun stop? You know, that's just the way I think about it. This is the world according to Bob. You know, it's not the real world. You know, hey, a lot of us have dogs and animals and that, but do you think people look like their dogs? You know, look at some of these pictures. This dirty kid there looks like his dog. You know.
Here.
There you go. And this is let's see, we get Cassie up here. You know, do I look like my dog? Look at this guy. He does look like his dog. You know.
Both of you got your hair smoothed down, so.
Yeah, we both got our hair. It's got kind of a long nose here on it.
That's funny.
There's old Putin. Is that Putin's dog? Putin looked like his dog, you know. I kind of look like Burt Reynolds, but I don't think it is. But he's got a Teddy Rogers. Look at this guy. He looks like a bulldog, or what do you call those? I guess they're a bulldog. This girl here and her dog, man, they're going to make the list for the world's ugliest.
Okay, I'll take her back.
So this is good. But yeah, you think me and Cassie look alike?
Yeah.
You know, do we have the same image? Because I want my mama back. She
Funny.
generally's on me most of the time. This little Jap guy, he has one of those Shar-Pei doggies. This guy here, he looks like one of those sports people I was just talking about. This guy, he runs down the road. Of course, she has the same hairdo that the dog has. And of course, yeah, Putin kills me. That one looks pretty good. So, yeah. So I think people do look like their dogs. I can't get Abby up here. She has a long nose, and I think she looks somewhat like me. Maybe she looks like Sue.
There we go.
You know, she looks like Sue. So, it says some do and should not claim those looks. Yeah, I know. It's like, is that, you know, dogs, there's some really cute little dogs, you know, but there's some animals, you know, I mean, it's all your preference, but there's certain dogs that I'm not as fond about, like, you know, like bulldogs. I don't see nothing, you know, about them. They're just, I think they're ugly, you know. I like dogs with long hair. A lot of people like the short-haired dogs. They claim a short-haired dog, well, it's easier than their fur, but it's not. Short-haired dog's hair is short and it sticks into everything. Long-haired dogs, you'll see it around, but you can, you know, take your hand and pick it up. Little trick, if you have a long-haired dog, you got a couch or chair or whatever, got dog hair on it, wet your hand down and then take your hand and start rubbing it, and it'll pick up all that hair and it'll clean it up real nicely on it. But hey, if you have a dog, you put up with what it is, you know. It says we had a boss we called Bulldog. Yeah. Some of them look like a bulldog, you know. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, neighbors have a pit bull. I'm not fond of pit bulls. For one, the number one reason I'm not fond of pit bull, I don't like short-haired dogs. I like long-haired dogs, you know. So that's number one. Not against the dog, but I am leery of pit bulls and their actions. And they have a boxer, which is another one of those pudgy, ugly dogs. And they also have a Great Dane. It just looks like a big cow. You know? But they're all dogs, and I like them all. I like them as a dog. I wouldn't be one that I would choose to own for myself, you know. And some of my dogs wouldn't be what someone else would choose to own, you know. Either way on it. But yeah, it's a little bit about dogs and how we look alike, you know. People keep all kinds of pets, you know. Like I said, I've been keeping, got some aquarium fish, been playing. I've been actually enjoying that, you know. It's, forget how relaxing it is just sit in front of the tank and watch the fish swim around. It's really pretty relaxing, you know. And so I've been doing that. We had some babies already. Only got one baby that's growing. We got a little, it came from a balloon molly, and that the one that's growing, it looks like it's going to be a panda bear. So that one's working out and growing on to it. Some people keep snakes. No. No, that's what Ron said. I don't feel you can trust a pit bull, and that's the fact. It's just like there's people in our society that you can't trust. You see them in the courts and in jails all the time, and pit bulls are in that group. You just can't trust them. Not that they're always a bad dog. Someone told me once I was demonizing them. I'm not demonizing. I'm telling a fact. You know, facts just are facts. You know, you can't deny a fact, and so, you know, I just don't, I would not trust a pit bull. They've been known to turn on you. It's just what happens, you know. There's people in our society have been known to turn on you. That's what happens. I mean, look at this idiot who killed these 4 kids over here in Orlando. And he just, what was it, say, like a week or so earlier, right here in DeLand, he was in court over some case. And he should have been jailed, but the judge let him out. And a few days later, he had killed 4 kids. And the one cop, he's still in a coma. He's in bad shape, you know. So yeah, I mean, versus dogs and people, we've got certain people out in the world you can't trust. And the same with some animals. A grizzly bear, I think they're cool looking, or a black bear. You can't trust them. They're liable to maul you to death. It's just a fact. Deal with facts, you know. That's what I do. I deal with facts. People don't like the truth. That's my number one statement. People don't like the truth. If it doesn't fit their agenda, they don't like the truth. And that's what I'm about. I look at the facts, and that's what I go by. So, anyway, hey, this ride over in Daytona, you know, it went off the track and derailed. It had been inspected that morning that it went off, and it's had numerous violations, and there's a big issue there. I feel that roller coaster will never be ran again. You know,
I think it just reopened, didn't it? Because they said
that morning it was closed down.
Of,
it had a violation. There was structural steel problem with it.
Bunch of violations. Yeah.
The inspector inspected it that morning, okayed it to ride safely. That day it went off the rail and people were hurt and all that. So I was watching a little news clip that the inspector was back out again, and they were trying to talk to him, and he wouldn't answer nothing on it. So, you know, are these amusement park rides safe? Well, not always. They're I keep thinking this new one in Orlando that has that swing that goes around 450 foot in the air, and hey, one mistake there, that thing's going to fling you probably over to Disneyland or Disney World. You'll end up on top of the castle.
That's the new ride.
Smashed to all the pieces. That's the new one.
Transport. The new transport.
Yeah, they transport you right there from iDrive right over to Disney. Ping! Away you go, you know? And it's like you end up on top of the Cinderella's castle, the happiest place on earth. And let me go on about the happiest place on earth. That's what they say about Disney. It's like, that is so far from the truth. Anyways, hey, this is Sari. We're going to get out of here. Tomorrow morning, we're going to try again to go out to Flying Field. We changed our plans today, so I should be on, and I'll use my phone camera and go out there and do it mobile there. And I'm mobile now, but I'm live at home. Different. I get better streaming here because I got high speed internet. You know, we have like 200 megabytes speed internet, so it works pretty good here. Anyways, we get out here. Everybody have a good good Saturday. I almost said Friday. Everybody have a good Saturday, and if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave your comments. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see everybody again tomorrow morning there. Make it a good Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.